Your comfort zone feels safe. It feels warm, familiar, easy. But here's the truth no one wants to hear. It's not keeping you safe. It's slowly killing you. And this is the story of a man who realized it before it was too late. His name was Samir, 26 years old, living with his parents, no job, no direction. But he wasn't lazy. At least, that's what he told himself. He had dreams once, big dreams. He wanted to start a business, travel the world, build something meaningful. But every time he thought about taking a step, fear whispered in his ear. What if you fail? What if people laugh at you? What if you're not good enough? So he stayed where he was, safe, comfortable, stuck. He spent his days scrolling through his phone, watching other people live the life he wanted. His parents didn't say much anymore. They had given up. His friends stopped calling. They had moved on. And Samir, he convinced himself he was waiting for the right time. But deep down, he knew the truth. He was hiding. One night, Samir couldn't sleep. He lay in bed staring at the ceiling. 26 years old, and what did he have to show for it? Nothing. He opened his phone, scrolled through social media. A friend from college had just launched his startup. Another friend was traveling in Europe. Someone he barely knew had just bought a house. And Samir, still in the same room, the same bed, the same life. He felt something twist inside his chest. Not jealousy, worse, shame. He got up, walked to the bathroom, looked at himself in the mirror, and for the first time in years, he really saw himself. Tired eyes, hollow expression, a stranger. He whispered to his reflection, "What happened to you?" No answer, just silence. And in that silence, something broke. The next morning, Samir went for a walk. He didn't know where he was going. He just needed to move. He ended up at a small park, sat on a bench. An old man was sitting nearby, feeding pigeons. The old man looked at Samir and smiled. "You look like someone carrying a heavy weight." Samir didn't respond. The old man continued. "You see these pigeons? They could fly anywhere, but they stay here, every day, same spot." Samir glanced at the birds. "Why?" he asked. The old man shrugged. "Because I feed them. They don't have to search. They don't have to struggle. Everything they need is right here." He paused. "Comfortable, isn't it?" Samir nodded slowly. The old man stood up, stopped throwing the seeds. The pigeons looked around, confused, waiting. But the old man walked away, and slowly, one by one, the pigeons flew off. The old man turned back to Samir. "Comfort makes you dependent, and dependence makes you weak." He pointed to the sky. They only remembered they could fly when the food stopped coming. And then he left. Samir sat there, alone, staring at the empty ground where the pigeons had been. That night, Samir couldn't stop thinking about the pigeons. He realized something. He was just like them. He had everything he needed: food, shelter, Wi-Fi, comfort. So why would he ever leave? Why would he ever struggle? Why would he ever risk anything? But here's what he finally understood. Comfort doesn't build you. Struggle does. Safety doesn't grow you. Risk does. Staying where you are doesn't protect you. It kills you, slowly. For years, Samir had been waiting for confidence, waiting for clarity, waiting for the right moment. But the truth? Confidence doesn't come before action. It comes after. Clarity doesn't come from thinking. It comes from doing. And the right moment doesn't exist. There's only now. Samir made a decision that night. He was done waiting. He was done hiding. He was done being comfortable. The next morning, he applied for jobs. Not perfect jobs, just jobs. He started working on a small business idea. Not a perfect idea, just an idea. He reached out to old friends, started conversations, started moving. It was terrifying, but for the first time in years, he felt alive.
6 months later, Samir's life looked completely different. He had a job, he was building something, he was growing. Not because he became fearless, but because he stopped letting fear decide for him. He learned the hardest lesson of his life. Your comfort zone is a beautiful place, but nothing ever grows there. Every time you choose comfort over growth, you lose a piece of yourself. Every time you choose safety over risk, you become smaller. Every time you say not yet, you're really saying not ever. The world doesn't reward people who stay safe. It rewards people who move, and movement requires discomfort. Samir used to think comfort was protecting him. Now he knows it was slowly killing him. And the moment he stepped out of it, that's when his life truly began. Here's the truth. You already know what you need to do. You know the conversation you need to have. You know the risk you need to take. You know the dream you've been avoiding. But you're comfortable, and comfort feels safe. Until one day you look back and realize you've spent years in the same place, the same thoughts, the same fears, the same excuses. Don't let that be your story. The pigeons only flew when the food stopped coming. Don't wait until life forces you to move. Choose to move now. Choose discomfort. Choose growth. Choose yourself. Your comfort zone is killing you, but you have wings. It's time to remember how to fly. If this story touched you, like, share, and subscribe for more stories that push you to become who you're meant to be.